Alright, recording is on.
Alright, who's gonna take over Phoenix?
Probably me again.
Okay.
Oh god.
Yes. Turnabout Big Top.
Turnabout big cock.
Turnabout, yo, mom.
I don't think I want to be Phoenix. Dig, can you do it?
Yeah, I can take over Phoenix. Morning, Max.
Max?
Milk. Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. I need my milk.
Then perish. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Nick? Max is really nervous.
That's understandable.
Hey, my sweeties.
What?
You don't think I should fly, do you?
Huh?
You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little.
No. We can't be having you flying around in the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Step 1. Shut the fuck. Oh, sweetie.
What is it this time, Max?
Why don't you try flying into the courtroom?
Alright, be right back, covering myself in oil.
I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max? Really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eye?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously.
I hope you fall and get a cranial prick.
Cover yourself in oil.
Using fly with Ace Attorney. Another case of one.
Your Honor, get on with it.
Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his.
Hope he gets whipped.
I think
He
everybody
will.
here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything.
I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying.
Maya trolling. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? What are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge.
But it's not like I'll bring your dad back.
The fuck?
Damn, Maya!
There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now!
Hatred. Malice even.
Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question.
At your service, sir.
Alright, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony.
God, imagine if I actually did voice Phoenix.
Death.
You'd be voicing, like, everybody.
The night of the crime, snow has fallen until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m.
Oh my god!
No!
Look at this man.
Man.
Guy.
Look at this man.
The victim was... The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck.
I see. He was beaten to death.
Tell her now. Here is the autopsy report for the victim.
The court accepts it into evidence. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. She did death.
Let me ask you about the snow.
It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime.
Did it pile up?
It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed in the ground until the next day.
The snow. Let me see. There's gotta be more to this.
Eh? What's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean?
Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown. Ben!
No, not again.
Creepy pasta.
And of course, the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and the victim, the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the Tiger was there as well.
How'd you forget the
Out of
tiger?
curiosity, what about the circus monkey?
Oh no.
When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch.
Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to?
Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben went to the front gate absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately.
Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you?
It seems they were negotiating Max's salary.
Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m.
Okay, not a problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later.
No!
Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end?
The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail.
A wooden box?
That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed.
Carrying the box, huh?
It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor.
What do you mean?
Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked.
Locked, you say? This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Do you mind us telling us what was inside the box?
Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than rock.
No, I'm not gonna finish that joke.
Oh my god.
Locked tighter than Fort Knox.
Pussy.
So he took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle of oil.
Bottle? What is that, detective?
Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle.
Oil.
What's inside the bottle?
Oil?
It's filled with pepper.
Oil.
Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box?
I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Oil.
Oil.
Cause of death. Fuck.
Dies of polio.
According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct?
You've done your homework, pal.
And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is that it is something that the perpetrator ran off with.
You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene.
No. I bet he made it disappear with magic.
Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna forget out of Gumshoe in this case.
Maya beer-age face.
You mean we're gonna have to get out of him? Is that the bottle of oil?
Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Damn, anger.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
Oh no, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy.
Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. Oh no!
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Cheesy.
She must have been talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trill will show up on the stand as well. Dies of insult. Oh my god.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Trillo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
So loud.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That road must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. See with a song.
No.
No.
Me. Exciting and during guilt or innocent decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm.
The nose.
Thank you.
It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Key. Trillo. You know better than to insult a judge. Shut up. Just look at your nose.
He died.
Cheese.
Teasy.
Sorry, it's so ugly that I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities must really enjoy saying things that flashes into their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is!
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. Watch this stupid fucking
I'm
shark
not
puppet.
worried about you one bit. Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed.
Dear God.
Oh no.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was looking. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had his silk hat, cloak, and the dumbest white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone that crazy get up and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Oh, damn.
Well, since you weren't with
Angered.
him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
How's that?
Here's absolute proof.
Silk hat?
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah,
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. I guess she's the boss again today.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. Oh,
You don't have to read this again yet.
The
Forgot.
clown. You're talking about Mo.
Mo Lester?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over this place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to healing over for good.
Poor guy.
He was defending the clan. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened? Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Can't have wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, they're like talking to a brick wall.
God, no. Oh,
Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, he couldn't be any more tense. All together now. So, Cat, Cloak. White roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
Dumbass.
You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo?
That's right. And that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed away that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? That's a bit strange, don't you think?
Strange.
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Yo, mama.
Monkey. He saw monkey.
Maya Fey.
Monkey.
Look at this monkey.
That's the victim. That's correct. If Trillo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony.
Trillo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max cocked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
Opinion on the video in general?
The clown. You're talking about Mo? Oh, what is this video? Yes, Twaffle?
Didn't we just do this?
Maybe. Since I couldn't buy you Danganronpa V2, I might buy you Nitro. Poor guy.
Nice, nice video.
Yeah, I like that video a lot.
What does this mean?
Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? I think it was around, it's a bit after 10:30 p.m. I think.
Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
Alright. I guess that sounds right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you could stand outside in that weather.
The truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you just believe that you'd stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix, right? We can all do without your offhanded theories.
What? This witness! He's cracking under the pressure already! I'm onto something! Mr. Wright. Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
Yeah.
Monkey.
Woman.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, he was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
You just-
He just exploded!
Roblox
Rest in
death.
peace.
Roblox death.
He's
We were
dead.
waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares if I was waiting, who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, well, well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid it a second thought.
Hey,
That makes perfect sense.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to its eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there was a high likelihood that you could have missed someone else other than Max heading to the scene. Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Penny.
Don't volunteer things. Pain.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
that the matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain.
More pain.
Thanks for bumbling. My perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Man,
Anger.
Malice, even.
don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had a pocket. I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. They poke it.
You were going to propose, you a puppet.
Be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I could propose.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? Forehead.
Judge is a Twitter user?
Nah.
Exactly.
His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now.
I mean, he is a Twitter user.
Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
Nose. What was with that eye at the end?
Maya bruh face.
Cheeto.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know what I was thinking. You know exactly what I was going to give to her numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Go to a fursuit.
It's gonna be like a mirror.
Answer
First-
this question. What was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Close enough.
Engagement ring? Wow. Those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix's rights joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Kills you.
Franziska's whip looked like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit
Phoenix
from that
Wright
thing
be
will
like-
probably shut someone up for a long time.
Pain equals bad.
Pain equals bad.
Pain equals bad.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment.
Documented.
The first time that a puppet ever— Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
Yeah, this is stupid. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe.
Damn, no chill.
I planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina. Okay, it's a second. Attorney's badge.
Monkey.
Monkey!
Bonky.
Monkey the monkey.
Look at his monkey.
Trillo, do you mind if I show you something?
No. What is it? What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Wait. That's mine. Give it back. Thief. Thief.
Did you just testify about this very object? I believe you said... In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Yeah, why then? Do I have it right here? Ah,
Dies.
Arg.
what is going on here?
Bang. Say something. Yeah, don't put me on the spot like that, True Love.
I found this in Money's room.
The monkey.
Money's room? You mean I put a room they put money like a bank vault?
How? Ha, that filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Look at this monkey.
Monkey.
Monk.
Why is monkey?
Mr. Quest, I'd prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Racism.
Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things?
Forehead.
Trillo! When was this ring stolen from you?
Oh, I suppose it was. That time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
What about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have could have been taken around that time. Ooh. Ooh, ah, monkey. Ah, yow. Whoa.
Look at this monkey.
Look at this
Stupid
monkey.
fucking monkey. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It's nothing to do with anything. Especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I have a minute to think. Not I, Mr. Trillo. Please.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
Beat the monkey up. You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money.
But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
So this loafy fool called Ben's fault. Oh, he's following his way through the snow. That dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame.
Asshole fucking monkey,
Well,
bro.
this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben doesn't exercise enough.
No.
Do it. Pussy.
There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just
Monkey.
stated that he chased after Money the Monkey.
Here's monkey.
When the witness was off chasing Monkey, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
The monkey.
The monkey.
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dwarf face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
I've told you so many times. How do you think you know my story's not changing?
You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Stick boy.
Where there is one lie, there is usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
Give me that. I was waiting for that night for Regina. That doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galacta at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. Ugh.
Devious?
Uh,
He died.
um,
Show the badge.
Speaking of death,
Nice badge.
I should probably go to bed soon because I gotta go to work tomorrow. So,
Bruh. Looking
hey
at-
Roxas,
Yes, Cheesy?
bye bye, bye bye Roxy, bye bye.
He's gone. No. No,
No.
not again.
no.
Eggman is dead. No.
What happened, Waffle?
Alright, I'm back.
Right as you get back, Waffle has to BRB.
Oh my god.
I enjoy.
think you could.
Yeah, I should
Take
probably
over.
do that. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him? How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Has
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah, Cheesy
Yeah.
did that.
Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again. I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Silk hat, cloak. Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you?
But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've gotta find. We gotta have something useful that will prove useful.
Alright, time to go to work.
See you in 8 hours, Maya. Big.
Oh. About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on this planet. If you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went in the lodging house right after practice. You don't need a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it?
Uh-oh.
What time was it? Let me Ah!
It was 10:10 p.m.
Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right, because that's the time I saw Max on the scene.
That was unnecessarily long.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning, good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilio. Trilio, you say good evening at night. Sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quest, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquists act outside of the courtroom.
Now he says it?
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes at his performances. You should know better.
There's got to be something wrong with this bit of his testimony.
Ito.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world. I'm sure you have already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement doesn't usually end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clubbered over the head by Max, did he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery?
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on... string pros. The truth is that on that day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to this rival.
Wow.
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about the witness who the witness actually saw that night? It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it.
What in the world?
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trillo saw that evening then? Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Ugh. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilla would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilla. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
That played in like 2 FPS for me.
2 frame. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Oh, stream is like being whack.
You're
Or
wet.
was it the ringmaster? One Mr. Russell Berry.
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. Oh god.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now.
Oh,
Yes, yes, we know.
Cock,
The
dick,
silk
ball.
cat, cloak, and white roses. Although, cock, dick, and pollen is not within.
a silk cat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well, I... Look in the cringe channel when you have time.
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
But
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
huh? Don't tell me.
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess.
Speaking of recesses, I need one.
Same. I need to get some food and water. My voice hurts. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. Alright, I'm gonna go get some food.
Same. To be
Continued.
Roxas.
Dies of cringe.
I wasn't expecting that. I had it pulled up on my phone, but I forgot. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the Ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the Ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken a costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! That's a fabulously possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange?
He's too fat to fit.
If you think about it, all they could find at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double.
Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
He's intoxicated your mind.
I have maxed out my kanji social link. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did you just call him a pitiful clown?
No. Clown.
Who voiced this again?
Wasn't it Waffle?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
Oh my god!
I only saw that for like 2 frames, but I know exactly what it was.
Oh my god! Will the witness please inform Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking in autobiographical gibberish?
Who's the clown?
Oh god.
Not me.
Not me. I can't do a clown voice. Like, I just can't.
Roxas is Mo Lester.
No, I don't want to do my best Teddy impression.
Too bad.
Too bad. Clown equals Roxas.
Nah.
Damn.
Why would you do this to me? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm just not used to being in a court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited for this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Ah!
Cheesy on a daily basis.
What is happening? Calm yourself. Okay. How about this? Have you met? No.
Come on, Roxas, say it.
No, I don't. I know.
Come on.
I don't want to know where
Alexis.
this is going. I don't want. I Proctologist. Doctor, save more butts. I hate this guy. How's that one? Why?
Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo Lester.
You suck.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct.
Yes, it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify what you saw that evening?
A rabbi,
No,
a priest,
no.
and a
Without the humor, please.
bitch. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I've been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and a polite applause. No one ever laughs at my jokes. I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What do you think of me? How am I doing? No. I don't.
Aren't we supposed to be the ones asking the questions here?
Did he die again?
Witness. Sorry about that.
Huh?
We're good.
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. The fuck does that mean? Roxas,
Huh?
opinion on Waffle posting in the cringe channel?
Honorary cheesy.
I'll make your mother.
Your mother.
Walter listening to music.
Thank you, I can't wait. No.
Oh my god.
Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk as long as you want. Well, night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight to my room. I have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. He kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked Ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized.
However, the witness is a bit of, how do you say, off kilter. Almost like there's some sort of this atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that. Mr. Wright. Your Honor. I'm afraid if that you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. I understand, Your Honor.
if you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
The night of the murder.
You just happened to glance out of the window?
You can say that. You can say I also peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls!
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday,
Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump.
Bruh face.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window last night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ah!
That's not something you just forget to mention.
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Hello, Cheesy.
Very well. Mr. Carls, please revise your testimony.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside.
What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it sounded like, I guess you could say.
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Oh, how do you know I was gonna make a joke? Ah! I guess that sounded like So does it sound like someone getting hit with something really hard? Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw...
That's when I saw two silhouettes. You and your mom.
You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I've been thinking it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Miss Von Karma. Now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Liars nowadays. Do you even have to go to school anymore to be one?
Is this the joke in the trial?
Alright, everybody knows what to do.
Oh
All together
my
now. Say with
God.
Uncle Mo.
Oh no. Silence.
Bruh face.
Bitch. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Yowza!
Enough foolishness. Get back on track.
Will the witness please testify as to what he saw, and only what he saw?
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
He really does he really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. I bet when that wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh my god.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
Oh my god. So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
I got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason.
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard the sound of like a thump, someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked Ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed when he says that he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. Mr. Carls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from Mexico.
Mr. Carls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
How about I peel off your skin? Well,
You're back from your jog?
well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the Ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again! So now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, they say. Ah!
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well. Then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. Me, tomboy. Me, tomboy. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Damn, no chill.
Damn right. All night.
Medic. Weed medic.
Wait, what? I gotta see this shit.
Damn straight.
We.
It was a bit far away, but that shadow could have only belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His cock, his ballin', they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
Weed medic.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever. This should finally be good enough, yes?
There's awesomeness ahead. It is decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the scene of that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination.
Roxas, please look in general.
What?
What?
I got another oil.
You say you saw all of Max's property? Sodium explodes on water. Covered yourself in sodium.
I suppose so. Still carry the cloak, right?
Mo. Everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols. Yay! Everybody get ready. All together now. Cock, dick, ballin'.
I think Waffle just gets mad. No, 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 no.
No. No. No.
What the?
Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
He just started reciting pi.
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions.
Actually, it's irrational.
Shut the hell up.
Order. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Anger.
Mr. Wright,
Hatred.
are these white roses
Malice
truly
even.
material for the facts of the case?
Clearly not. He's just toying with this court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Nice text tone. Someone is toying
Yeah.
with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilla's testimony? Roxas? Roxas, what is that picture?
Square.
There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those three ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Trilla saw them all! Trilla saw all three of Max's symbols! However, this witness claims that there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does not cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not
Ooh.
grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
Hold on. If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling?
Nick, this is your last chance.
Last chance like the BTDR ability?
I'm gonna kill you. There's no doubt in my mind. There were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially that silky hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance? I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there is a contradiction, and with Mr. Curl's statement, You better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
Damn, no chill.
I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need.
How? You promised, Mr. Phoenix, right? No more badgering. Oh!
Whoa! I'm finished. You ain't from the courtroom if you never done this before!
It's clear because he misplaced a Minecraft figurine.
This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That's the night he was wearing. That's the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see. Is it some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No!
Order! Order! Mr. Curls?
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why you got no chill? What did I do? Let me guess. You didn't like my jokes or something, right? You don't have to go into my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously. Just why? So...
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
Damn it. Who do they think they
I saw him. I saw him. It was Max. And if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo?
What you want?
You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime?
What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? Can't ask me that.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor.
This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Miss Von Karma's protest is useless. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby.
Well, obviously you are one.
Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly what you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter as a story as to how the criminal left the scene?
Look
Picture.
at this photograph.
Photograph!
I'll kill you.
The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Hey,
So, Mom,
Death.
exactly how did the criminal escape the scene?
he...
Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as
Ooh.
the clown car he came to court in.
No, chill. Just wait just a second. You can't just ignore everything I said. Fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today.
I ain't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time. I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling that things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Mr. Lawrence Curls.
Yes.
The testimony you provided up until now has been false?
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just...
It's just what?
It's just I was a bit confused on a bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
Now it's time for our next segment. Mo knows. Everything after I said has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and the Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the steel cat. That's when I saw he. The truth is now. Get ready for it. Eve with uppies. You just jumped and flew through the air.
Get 10 stars. Look up at the sun. Fly.
You flew right off and disappeared into the darkness.
Burning street.
That's why there are no
light.
footprints. Blind people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Idiotic. Off to hang myself. Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses? Why don't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Minister Wright? It's obvious that the witness's eyes are playing tricks on him.
Don't be such a fool. Who in the world would you think I would mistake that jerk for?
Jeez, I didn't say you were lying.
Wow, he looks really serious right now. More serious than he's looked all day.
I suppose I will let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that.
Look up at the sky.
Look up at this guy. But I can't just wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile.
If you disregard the need for proof, Miss Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries.
Ugh.
I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned.
How fly?
Hey, sweeties. What in the world is going on?
That's what I want to know.
They said the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you?
I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. Damn, how does he have the same card multiple times?
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule.
I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued.
Continue B2.
I think I'm done for the night. I'm going to bed. Today's been a long day.
Yeah, today has been long, but I don't feel tired for some reason.